Hi, this is Chris with Fischer Workshops. In this video tutorial, learn how to make my Handmade Artisan leather snap-on watchband. Visit fischerworkshops.com to find a printable PDF pattern for this project. In addition to this 5-page detailed pattern pack with adjustable sizes to fit any wrist, I've also included a 16-page booklet that details all the tools you'll need, a price guide, a leather weight chart, and other helpful information. As always, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Because I'll be tooling and applying a basket weave to this watchband, I need to go ahead and apply heavy-duty packing tape to the fleshy backside of the leather. This will prevent the leather from stretching as I tool it. Make sure the tape is firmly adhered by rubbing it with a glass burnisher. Cut out the pattern and fix it to the top grain of the leather with some tape. With a sharp cutting knife, carefully cut out the pattern from the leather. With a stitching groover, carve a groove along the edges of the entire piece. Now with the pattern and a wing divider, mark where your design lines will be. Here's how it should look when you're finished. Do not soak, but dampen your leather with a wet sponge. Wait about 5 minutes for the leather to absorb the water, and then you can begin tooling. Here I'm marking a guideline for my basket weave, so I know where to stamp as I begin. Since the area I have to work with on this project is relatively small, I plan to use a really small basket weave design. I recommend first making a light impression with the basket weave. Later on you can go over it and make a deeper impression. This will help prevent your basket weave from curving or falling out of line. Once I finish the basket weave, I can go ahead and begin applying my border stamp. Here's how it should look when you're finished. Now I want to go ahead and punch stitching holes with my stitching chisel. Now I want to apply a glossy sheen to the tooled area. Later on it will work as a resist when I apply the antique stain. Now I'm going to fill in the rest of the area with a medium brown water stain. Now I want to gently apply an antique finish to the tooled areas. Since I already applied a resist, the antique tooling will not color the leather, but it will only bring out the detail in the tooling. Wipe off any excess finish with a dry cloth. Using the pattern, mark and punch holes for the snaps. Now punch holes for the watch connectors. Now finish cutting out the slots for the watch connectors. Now I'm ready to set my snaps onto the leather. For my watch connectors, I'm using a piece of 2.5 ounce thick leather, and I'm dyeing it brown to match the rest of the watch. After the stain is finished drying, I go ahead and apply a glossy sheen to finish. In the pattern pack, I provide a variety of different sized button straps to fit your wrist dimensions. Since this particular watch is being made for my son, I'll be using a size A. First punch holes for your snaps, then go ahead and cut out the pattern. Bevel along all the edges, then stain and burnish the strap. Lastly, go ahead and set the snaps to the strap. Now measure your watch connectors to 8 centimeters and cut out. Roughen all the edges with a piece of sandpaper so the contact cement will adhere well later on. Now fix a thin layer of contact cement to the edges. Repeat the same process on the back of the watch band. Depending on your watch dimensions, you'll need to adjust the connectors to fit your watch's size. Because the watch band will curve with your wrist, you'll need to leave a little space between the watch band and the watch face. I will use the vitamin bottle to act as a mold to make sure I measure the space accurately. Since the watch face is flush with the watch band, I can move on to the next step. Now I want to go ahead and punch holes and stitch along the watch connector. Now apply contact cement to the interior watch lining. Now do the same for the watch band. Using a round object, fix the interior leather to the watch band. Now carefully cut off any excess leather around the edges. Sand the edges until smooth. Bevel around both sides of the watch band with an edge beveler. Mark stitching lines along the interior and then bevel the interior edges. Use a stitching awl or hand stitching pliers like I'm using to punch the remainder of the stitching holes. Now stitch the pieces together. Now I'm going to dye the edges black and burnish to a shine. Apply a little hard Columbus wax to the edges to give it extra protection and shine. Now I'm ready to fix the watch face to my new watch band. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Please don't forget to leave your comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Fischer Workshop's YouTube channel.